So continuing on, this will be Christmas Eve part two. So this idiot, a couple of years ago, I went and saw her, and he decided it would be a good idea to call me on my phone and start shit. And I was just spending time with her and her mother. Her mother has passed. Her mother loved me. Thought I was the best thing that ever happened to her, and you know what? I am. I know everybody she's ever been with, and I'm better than all of them. These fucking life losers, they're just not good people. The guys that she's been with, and this dude's no different. So he thought it would be a good idea to start texting and calling my phone, and it didn't work out for him. And he tried whatever he could, and it didn't work. So it got to the point where I said, "Listen, if you don't put him in his place, um, I'm gonna throw him out of the house. I'm gonna evict him." And I said, if you bring him back and you put him back in that house and he continues this shit, all of you are gonna be out on your ass. I'll throw you all out, and I can, because legally, where she's living, it's mine. When the marriage was annulled, and it was fraud, she lost all claims. And I still when she I'm not going after her if she's still using my last name or whatever. That's okay. It's my name has a really good reputation compared to hers. I mean, it just what's in a name? I mean, I've earned my name, and I'm saying, you know what? It's okay. So, she ended up putting her foot down, and he's still going off like he wants to challenge me. What, to a fight? Okay. So he's mouthing off to her, he's mouthing off to me, and she's sitting next to me. This is a couple years ago, and she looks at him, or she talks to him. She's on the phone, and she says, "Look, stupid, the last time you went against him, he put you in the mental hospital for a week just using his words. What do you think is going to happen when you piss him off talking about me?" It's true too. He was running his fucking mouth left and right, and I gave it back to him. And he ended up in the mental hospital for like 7 or 8 days. So he backed the fuck off, and I left him alone. So anyway, she's not in a good place. She has a vehicle. She picked me up yesterday at the truck stop to hang out for a little bit. Plan was to do dinner, drinks, and I was gonna take her for a couples massage. She's never had a massage. I needed one. But then the vehicle she was borrowing, because hers is broke down, the vehicle she was borrowing broke down. And I was all the way on the other side of the town. I had to call an Uber to get back to my truck. It's 40 bucks one way. And then I had to get an Uber to go get my massage while she was broke down. And she was not in a good area. And I would have paid for a tow truck for her. The problem is how do I explain the tow truck if she's not with me? I'm not there to fuck her, but in his mind, I am, right? If he'd have found out I was in town. So, anyway, I uh, I had a good visit with her, and she feels so embarrassed that her vehicle broke down, and she's never had a nice vehicle the whole time I've known her. I have fixed or had fixed or towed every single vehicle she's ever had the whole time I've known her. But this was her boyfriend's brother's vehicle, and I can't really do shit about it. So She was doing better. She's obviously done a lot of thinking. She realizes how bad, how dirty she did me. I mean, that was good. But I'm not about living in the past. You know, I'm just that's not who I am. It's Christmas. This is gonna be her Christmas. This would be her second Christmas without her mother, and her mother, and her aunt have lived together all of her life. It's always been the three of them. And then the aunt died, diabetes related. Then the mother died, diabetes related. The mother died like, would it be last year, maybe year before? I don't remember. She called me to tell me that her mother had died. And she called me because she thought I'd want to know. And of course, I'd want to know. And she wanted me to know that her mother loved me. I know her mother loved me. Her mother wanted her to straighten out so that I wouldn't leave her. She didn't straighten out. Cigarette went out. I guess that's a sign. So, anyway, moral of the story is Christmas is the time of year where I can set things aside and give forgiveness and give compassion and accept. And, a lot of people will say, and it's a good information, if you know a narcissist, stay away from them. And that information is absolutely 100% true. Um, but the difference between then and now is I've learned about it and I studied myself. I've studied what I learned from her. And she was able to exploit vulnerabilities in me that I didn't even know I had. And I'm not susceptible to that anymore. So, anyway, I spent time with her. Don't want her to focus on what the past was. Just wanted us to lay eyes on her, see that she was okay. She's much healthier than she was, but now her condition with the diabetes has progressed to the point that she can't work. And that's sad. But, it's all self inflicted. You know, she'd guzzle a 24 pack of Dr. Pepper a day as a diabetic and then eat whatever she wanted to. And her idea of going out to dinner was not fine dining, which I've taken her to. She was happier at a buffet because she'd make 10 trips up there with 4 plates of food and just, you know, and she wouldn't gain any weight. The problem is she was loading with carbs and sugar and it devastated her medically. So, anyway, I have accepted her the way she is. I gave her a hug, kissed her, quick friend kiss on the lips, not a, just a little peck like you would kiss your daughter or your dog or whatever. And, you know, she's got a different number now. Oh, yeah. I called her number, and when the phone was answered, I said, Merry Christmas, fucker. I got, who is this? I said, it's me, fucktard. And the lady was like, who is this? And I was like, is this so and so, my ex wife? No, it is not. Oh, you have my ex wife's number. I'm so sorry. Well, anyway, I sent an email to my ex wife. She got it. She called me from her new number. So I texted the person who has my ex wife's number. I was like, hey, I'm real sorry. I explained the situation. She said it's okay. Anyway, I'm not going to make a part three. So that is what I got. Merry Christmas.